possibly go wrong? It's just a baby. Just a baby.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Screenstars. I'm here today to bring you my review for the 2022 Christmas comedy, Three Wise Men and a Baby. The film is directed by Terry Ingram and it stars Paul Campbell, Tyler Hines, Andrew W. Walker and Margaret Collin. Now the film focuses on three brothers. One of them is a fireman, one of them is like a games designer who gets fired from his job, and the third one is like a pet psychiatrist, something like that, or a pet behaviouralist. And leading up to Christmas, at the fire station where one of the brothers works, there is a baby that is dropped off at the fire station with a note on it addressed to the brother, Luke. Basically saying that the mother of the baby will be back, hopefully around Christmas time, and please take care of the baby. So he takes the baby home. Now at home is him and his two brothers and his mother. They all kind of live together. And as you could imagine, he takes the baby home and all sorts of shenanigans take place with these three brothers who are left basically by the mother, who has to go and visit her sick sister. They have to fend for themselves and look after this baby. So, as you can imagine, hilarity ensues. Right. What are my thoughts on Three Wise Men and a Baby? Well, this, while not necessarily a remake or anything of the famous Tom Selleck, Steve Guttenberg and Ted Danson film Three Men and a Baby from the 80s, that was a big success and spawned a sequel, Three Men and a Little Lady. It is certainly, copying the formula, for example. And in actual fact, Margaret Collin, I believe, who was in this film playing the mother, I'm sure she was in Three Men and a Baby. Was she like the love interest for Tom Selleck? I could be wrong, but I think she may have been anyway. So it's like a distant relative of Three Men and a Baby rather than a direct remake or anything like that. Now, what you have here is a very simple formula. You've got three brothers. None of them obviously are used to being around babies and children, so they are left to their own devices. So if you've seen Three Men and a Baby, you know the kind of things they're struggling with. They're changing the nappies, stroke diapers, getting the formula for the milk, and putting together pieces of equipment, and getting the baby to sleep, and getting vomited on. All the usual things that you would expect in a film like this are all here. They all struggle to cope in their own ways with dealing with this little baby. And as the film progresses, they all each individually kind of, fall for the baby in their own way. Now, where this differs quite a lot from the original, if you like, the Tom Selleck version of this film, is in that film it added some threat to the film in the sense of those drug dealers. So there was some risk and threat added to that film. With this being like a Hallmark Christmas film, there is no threat here, generally speaking. The biggest threat they've got, and it's not even a threat, the biggest challenge they have in this film, other than the baby, is trying to set up the house with Christmas decorations so that they can compete with their neighbour and hopefully try and win a Christmas cruise for their mother, sort of thing. Beyond that, there is no real tension other than like the brotherly arguments and that kind of stuff. The squabbling that the brothers constantly have with each other. It's a family friendly, very tame, gentle Christmas film that has got solid production values. It's a Hallmark film, so it's going to have solid production values. It's very safe, very tame, very gentle to watch. But I'm not going to lie, I was quite impressed with this film. The scenes with this baby being cute, and you're going to have a heart of ice, really, not to be smiling at those moments. It knows what buttons to push, this film, and when to push them. And it's quite a good, nice, lovely, feel-good film, where all the brothers, learn to kind of get on and put their issues to one side, all so on and so forth, and work together to give their mum the best Christmas, and so on and so forth. It's that sort of thing, really. And another strength of the film, essentially, is the performances by all the actors here. They all do a great job. There's nobody you look at here and think that was really poor performance. Everybody here is solid. Everybody here knows what they're doing. Everybody here is believable. And while some of the characters might feel a little bit over the top, or almost like cartoon characters here, that it was still fun. And it's a nice, gentle, feel-good film that I promise you, if you like a good, solid, feel-good Christmas movie, there you certainly could do far worse than this one. It's one of those Christmas films that you can just put on, put your feet up, and just gently watch and have a smile to. It's completely inoffensive. It's not bad. It's well made. It's got some solid performances, and it's got a cute goddamn baby in it as well. And it raises a few smiles here and there. So yeah, it's a nice, tame, gentle Christmas film. What else do you expect from this? So yeah, a fairly solid 6 out of 10 from me. It's not a film you can massively criticise, but it's also not a film that you're going to walk away from and remember. It's not a massively memorable film at the same time either. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope you find it useful. I will be back with more reviews and content on the channel very, very soon.